Welcome back to another Pokemon Falling Friday, where every single Friday morning I post a video going through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going down in price. And we do also cover any big Pokemon news like cards or sets being revealed. And then if I do see any good deals, I'll always try to throw them in here also. But we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick. It's a brand new app. It is free and there are no ads. So please go show them some love and give them a download. The app is called Shiny. You can find it in your Play Store. Just got to type in Shiny TCG or use the links in the description. If you guys are interested in keeping track of your current collection, this is the perfect app for you. Yes, there are other apps that can do this, but these guys really pride themselves in having the most, especially when it comes to Japanese Pokemon cards. They also have One Piece, Magic the Gathering, Lorcana. They have a ton. And it's so simple to use, so easy to search up a box or a card and add it to your list, and you can keep everything organized because you can have a bunch of different groups. So definitely check them out. The links are in the description. But all right, let's hop to some Pokemon news. We're on Poke Beach. It says all supercharged breakers, secret rares, and pull rates. So Searching Sparks comes out November 8th. It's coming up really, really fast. But the new set supercharged breaker actually comes out today, Friday. And we got a bunch of new cards. A couple of them are still blurry. So the new cards that we got is the Larvesta, and we got a Stunfisk, we got a Slackoth. And then for the special illustration, we got the Durant EX. Pretty cool card. Not my favorite art, but I do love how they connect. You know, if you have multiples, you guys know I love to get multiples of cards. That's super, super cool. That saved the card for me. Still, like I said, not my favorite, but the set is looking pretty solid here. And then these are the promos for the Build and Battle boxes. Gouging Fire, Chien-Pao, Indeedee, and a Magneton. Pretty solid. All right, hop into some Pokemon deals. We got the Lost Origin Pokemon Center ETB still in stock. And the reason I put this back on here was, you know, I was putting this on the Market Mondays and Falling Fridays with the Fusion Strike sleeve boosters. But then I stopped putting those on there. And then, of course, the next week, Fusion Strike sleeve boosters are out of stock. So I'm putting the Lost Origin back on here so you guys know, you know, it could definitely go out of stock soon. And then, of course, the Crown Zenith Sea and Sky Premium Collection, $40, not bad. And the Pokemon TCG Classic Box for $195 from Sam's Club. All right, let's get to it. Paldea Evolved coming down in price. So it got up to $143. So before the little restock we got, it was at $143, got down to $134, back up to $143, now $137. Last sold $135, $135, $135, $135, $135, $135. Now, I had a feeling a lot of this was going to happen too. I mean, Twilight Masquerade's kind of going crazy. We're about to get Surging Sparks. We got a lot of new sets coming. So I feel like a lot of these boxes are going to come down in price a little bit. And then same with the cards too. Next, we got the Temporal Forces Pokemon Center ETB. I'm keeping an eye on these. Just coming down in price a little bit, but I just wanted to throw it on here. Was $71.44. Last sold 75, 70, 60. Someone got 4 of them at 55. That's a solid deal. 70, 70, 70, 70. I would have bought those 4 at 55 for sure. Good looking box too with Walking Wake on there. Love that light blue. Next, the Kingdra EX box still is falling, but the Greninja box is kind of going crazy. Definitely be on my next Market Monday. So it was like $32. Last sold 29, 28. Someone got 1 at 23. 2 of them at 23, 1 at 28, 28, 28, 28, 1 at 1780. That's crazy. All right, let's get to some cards. We got a ton today. The Terrapagus EX is coming down in price a little bit. So last sold 105, 103, 105, 105, 103, 102, 96. I do have a feeling this card is going to fall below $100, which is sad. I think it's a beautiful card. I really, really do. Next, the Greninja EX. Haven't had him on here in a while, so he was up to $300 in August. Now down to $260, but we still have some pretty high sales. So last sold $287, $299, $299, $299, $274, $272, $271. Still on the 16th. $270, $269, $269, $269, $269, $167. Must have been Japanese. $271, $264, $264, $263, $265, $263, $263. Someone got 4 of them at $263. Japanese at $165. We got a $225 down here. And that's still in the 14th. Still very, very new. But I have a feeling this card will fall once we get all these new sets coming out. Team Rocket, the Evolutions, the Partner set, we got Megas. So we got some crazy sets coming soon. I'm so excited. Surging Sparks looks great. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what this card will actually end up at. Because then too, I always like to look at alternate arts. I really feel like alternate arts were a lot more popular than all the special illustration rares. And I mean, even the best cards come down $100, sometimes even $200, and then go back up. So you got to think, Greninja's very, very new. We've really just had Shrouded Fable and then Stellar Crown, which, you know, doesn't have a ton. And now we finally have Surging Sparks. So very curious. I'll be keeping an eye on the Greninja. I still need the card. Next, we got the Eerie from Temporal Forces. Coming down in price was $25. Now last sold 17, 16, 17, 13, 15, 15. I think it's a very, very good time to be like a trainer collector right now in Pokemon. The special illustration rares are very, very solid. I mean, just look at the Pokemon in here. I feel like it's a little messy, but when you really, really look at the card, it's pretty crazy. One of my favorite ones, actually. And I don't really collect trainers, but next we got the Gardevoir EX. Now, the reason I put this on here was the Mew is still slowly climbing. And I have a feeling this will go back up in price eventually. But last sold 37, 38, 37, 39, 43, 40, 37, 36 down there. Not bad for this card. Very, very beautiful. Next, we got the Pikachu Baby Shiny from Paldean Fates. I'm going to check this 1 year on this one. So it was 26 in February, up to 47. And now last sold 32, but 25, 25, 32. $12.99 Japanese, 27, 25, 22, 30, 25 for lightly played. So mid-20s. I think this card will eventually fall even further. Next, we got the Iono special illustration rare, the one with the weird line on it. Definitely coming down in price still. Last sold 21, 20, 21, 20. I want to check that 1 year high on this card. This card was pretty expensive. Was $66 in January. Hung out around, you know, $30, $40 for a while, and then just keeps falling. And then next we got the other Iono card, also coming down in price. Was $91 in December and just slowly falling. I remember watching somebody's video, I can't remember who. It's kind of like similar to my Market Mondays, but they said buy this card at $80. And now it's 65, 50 with a picture, 56, 51, 63, 53, 57. Getting pretty cheap. Pretty crazy card though. I love how clear it is. Next, we got the Charmeleon Baby Shiny. Don't know why I didn't put this with the Pikachu. Was 20 bucks. Now last sold 13.88, 13.88, 28, 14, 12. If you guys are big fans, oh, we got a 5 down there and a 7. Wow. 9. You can definitely find this card for a good deal. But if you guys are big fans of Baby Shinies, you guys have to check out the Hidden Fates Baby Shinies. In my opinion, they look much better than the Paldean Fates. They're a little more realistic looking. I love them. All right, next, we got the Penny Special Illustration Rare from Paldean Fates. If you guys are trainer fans, you guys will love this video today. We are looking at a ton of them. So in my opinion, this is one of the best ones. I love the Umbreon with the ears back. If I ever did collect trainers, I think I would only collect the trainers with Pokemon in them. I think that's kind of cool. And we see a bunch of them today. Paradox Rift has a ton of awesome special illustration rare trainers. We're going to check out a ton of Paradox Rift cards, actually. But this card was $12 in August. Then last sold $8.97, $8.48, $8.98, $8.48, $6.49. Hopefully this card falls a little more. I mean, just keeps getting cheaper and cheaper. It was $22 on release, I guess. Not bad. Next, we got the Roaring Moon EX. So this is where all the Paradox Rift cards are coming. Beautiful card, ton going on here. And Roaring Moon looks a lot like Mega Salamence in my opinion. That's why this is actually one of my favorite Paradox Pokemon too. It's just such a solid design. But it hung out in the 50s for the longest time, pretty much all summer. Now last sold 40 for lightly played, 44, 45, 45, 45, 46, 54, Japanese. But yeah, there's a ton of Japanese special illustration rares that are worth more than our English ones, especially the cheaper ones too for English. But beautiful card, solid price. Anything under 50 bucks I think is good for that card. Next, the Altaria And I'm going to prove to you why, Paradox Rift is a solid set. We've been looking at Surging Sparks, so we know all those special illustration rares, but just take a little peek at what Paradox Rift really has. So we got the Altaria. This card was, wow, down to $19, all the way up to $45, which I feel like this card should be, $30, $40 at least. And now leveling out right around 25 bucks. Last sold 25, 27, 25, 24. We got one sale here at 20. That looks like the cheapest. We even got a sale at 31 on the 14th. Beautiful card though. Next, we got Iron Hands EX. I mean, really look at the card. Like, he's running through all these walls. All these walls have his, silhouette from when he ran through. It's pretty sweet. And this card is super playable. This card was hanging out in mid-20s all summer. Then last sold 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 17, 18. Getting down there. Next, the Iron Valiant. Obsessed with this card, and it's just getting so cheap, you guys. Was $30 in July. Now last sold $42.49. Wow. Otherwise, 19, 19, 20, 21, 19, 18, 22 for lightly played. 17 down here for lightly played. Yeah, right around $20 for that card. Very, very solid. Next, we got the Goldango EX. Now, this does connect to Gimmighoul if you stack them, which I love. And I thought, actually getting this Pokemon in the game was pretty challenging. But this card is actually starting to come back up in price just a tiny bit. This card was $20 in July and then last sold 20, 17. So we got three of them at 20, 16, 27, 28, 16. Beautiful card though. And I love the connecting cards. Next, we got the Garchomp EX. I will admit this one I feel like is a little lazy. It definitely kind of feels a little bit like a full art, but still, it is Garchomp. It's pretty solid. The texture is nice. It looks pretty good in person. Not my favorite, of course. Definitely dropped the ball on that Garchomp. Garchomp could have gone crazy, but this was 20 bucks in July. Last sold three of them at 16, 15, 15, 15, 16, 14. Not bad. The green is what really pops in the card. Next, we got the Golisopod. I love this art. This art is creepy, super, super realistic. Solid Pokemon. This card was $14 in August. Last sold $9.74, $10.50. So we got 8 of them at $9.98. Wow, one more and you could have got that full page. Could have been for some playability stuff too, but 8, 10, 10, 9. Very, very, very nice card though. Next, we got the Parasol Lady. I love this special illustration. I think this one is beautiful. I don't think I would actually collect it, but I do think it is beautiful. And it does remind me of the new Pikachu. So this was $13 in July. I want to check the 1 year on this card. This card was $30 in November. I want to check the 1 year on this card. So it was $30 in November. Now last sold 13, 13, 13, 15, 14, 13. Beautiful card. I love the little rainbow, the little raindrops. Very nice. Next, we got the Professor Toro scenario, and I love that there's a Sizzlzar back there. And this card was, let's check the 1 year for this card too. This card was $16 in November. So never super, super expensive. But last sold $5.98, 7, 8, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, these would be the special illustration rares that I think I would collect for the trainers. The ones with the Pokemon in them. Same with this one right here with the Torkoal. The Mela from Paradox Rift. Beautiful card, and I love me some Torkoal. Check that 1 year. It was $40 on release. Then hung out around $15 to $10 for a while, and then slowly fallen. Last sold 7, 7, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7, 9, 7. Next, we got the Professor Sada's Vitality. Same thing. I mean, just chilling with some Pokemon. Love that they did that with Paradox Rift. Let's check the 1 year. This card was $30 in October. And last sold 15, 13, 13, 11, 13, 22. Wow. 13, 13, 13, 16. Next, we got the Tulip. No Pokemon in this one, but it looks like it was like hand drawn and like painted. We actually pulled this card on release and we sold it for $80 on release. And now it is $5, $6, $6, $6, $7, $6. All right, next we got the Rika. And I love how realistic this art is. It looks like an actual picture. This card was $57 on release, dropped all the way to $10. Now last sold $450, $550, $6, $5, $650, $6, $7. All right, we are hopping to eBay. We are checking some PSA 10 prices for these Paradox Rift cards. I should have mentioned that earlier. So last sold for the Roaring Moon in a PSA 10, 132, 125, 140, 125, 186 from Germany, 123, 125. So we're going to go up and we are going to check the highest. We got a couple $200 sales from Germany and Canada in September and July. We got a $205 sale with free shipping August 8th. 200 or best offer accepted July 30th. 192 on July 28th. 190 July 28th. 190 July 20th. So definitely getting cheaper. All right, next we are checking the Altaria. Last sold 96, 93, 93, 88, 87, 90, 95. So cheap, under $100. And we're going to do highest price. See, we got 180 from the UK. We got 200 best offer accepted August 3rd. July 20th, $200 best offer accepted. We got a Beckett 9.5 for 170 best offer accepted. We got a 150 August 1st, 150 July 30th, 140 July 30th. So almost $50 to $100 cheaper. Next, we got the Iron Hands, the EX. Last sold $61 in a 10, 80, 90, 156 from the UK, 105 best offer accepted, 120, 61. We got a tag rate of 10 here at 80 and a PSA 10 at 83. Let's go check the most expensive. I mean, $61 is pretty cheap for that card. 175 from the UK, otherwise 130, 125, 105 best offer accepted, 95, 90. Next, we are checking the Iron Valiant. Last sold $80, $66.50. 36 bids, PSA 10. Wow, 85, 85, 85, another 63. Very curious to see how expensive these were. So $260 plus $40 in shipping from the UK, but those don't really count. Let's see if we can just get an actual English one, not from the UK. 125 August 15th. Another 130, 120, 117, 120, 120, 115. Definitely was in the hundreds. But eBay doesn't go back super far on these recently sold. So mostly all in July and some August here. Beautiful card though. Love that sunset. All right, next we got the Goldango EX. Last sold 75, 80, 75, 70. Go check the highest. And it was 125 best offer accepted, which was on October 4th too, 120. Not a ton of sales for this card. Next, we got the Garchomp. Last sold 135 from Australia. Otherwise, 55, which is weird, one bid. 110, 87, 99, 95, 99, 90, 90, 75. But yeah, this card is definitely more, closer to $100. Let's check the highest price here. 155 in July, 150 July 28th. All right, next we got the Galsapod EX. Last sold 65 in a 10, 80, 100, 50, 65, 70. This card also was not very expensive. We got a $130 sale here August 23rd. It's the most expensive on eBay for recently sold. Again, not a ton of sales either. Next, we are actually checking some trainers too. We got the Parasol lady here in a 10. Last sold 75, 75, 75, 66. And then the other trainers for 40. And highest price, 100 on July 26th, 90 August 9th, 85 August 21st. And to end it off, we got the Mela here with the Torkoal. Last sold 60, 50, 36 plus $5 in shipping. That is so cheap. $40 and $60. Check the highest price. And we got about $100, but that's from the UK. Otherwise, 72, 65. So yeah, just came down maybe 20 bucks, if that. But yeah, that was today's Pokemon Falling Friday. Like I always say, if you guys do see anything moving up or down in the market, please let me know. It helps out so much. And then too, if you guys like the content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a like and comment. Leaving a like and comment helps the most, and I comment back to every single person. Might take me a few days, but I will definitely get to you. And if you guys want to know when new cards or sets get revealed, or when 151 comes back in stock, or maybe some Pokemon Center ETBs, definitely follow me on Instagram. Or if you want to support more, you can now join my membership. It's only 99 cents a month on YouTube, and I also post it there. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where we go over one of the greatest sets of all time, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.